And there's some pledges and donation are coming in. Thank you guys so much for that so far, but it is not enough. We always welcome more. More is always better. Don't you agree? More is always better. So thank you so much. Our dear viewers, throughout the night we had some magnificent performance. And of course, up next is no different. We have a twist to this. The youth arm of Maha Lakshmi Narayan Mandir have put together an event, a moment that will take your breath away. If you're planning on getting up from your sofa or leave to go somewhere, please remain there. Have your snack and stay with your family. Up next, we have a skit. A skit that will bring out the morale of our culture, especially in this period. And this skit has been put together by one of my dear son, a youth of this mandir, Rishi Sahadev. His first time pulling this together. Putting all these documentation, pulling these from our scriptures, having his children, his brothers and sisters participate and act, and to bring this love out to you through Bhagavan's Kripa and his mercy. My dear viewers, please sit back and enjoy. My dear son is one of those who diligently work in and out of Mandir to promote Dharma. Always in the Kirtan, always in every conceivable part of our Mandir. And I say hats off to him to pulling this together. And let me allow you to see what he have put together with his brothers and sisters of Maha Lakshmi Narayan Mandir. Please do not blink and look at this wonderful play that you have put together. Mangala Bhavanaya Mangala Hari Mangala Bhavanaya Mangala Hari Dravahu Sudhasarata Acha Ravihari Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama.
This story follows Sundarkand of the Ramayana, where Lord Rama and his followers were getting closer to recovering Sita from the grips of Ravana. Ravana, the king of Lanka, had abducted Sita and took her to his kingdom, where he held her in Ashok Vatika. While searching for Sita, Sugriv, Hanuman, and many Vanar had scoured the lands and realized that she was across the ocean. Jamvan, the king of bears, urges Hanuman to take the leap across the enormous ocean to Lanka, as he was the only one capable of accomplishing this daunting feat.
O son of Pavan, please cross this vast ocean, as you are the only one capable of doing so. You, who are the chief of monkeys, foremost among the wise repository of all virtues, please go and save Masita.
I will do whatever it takes to save my mother. Jamavan, please wait till I return. I am certain I'll complete this mission.
After bowing his head, Hanuman set out with only the image of Sri Rama in his heart. Only thinking of his master, the son of the wind god took a leap with all his might. As he made his way to Lanka, suddenly Menak, a mountain and messenger of God who resided in the ocean, appeared and began to speak. He told Hanuman that he could rest on him, but Hanuman said there could be no rest for him as he has to perform his duties. With that, Hanuman leapt right off Menak, and the mountain plunged back into the ocean. As Hanuman flew across the ocean with only the image of Sri Rama in his mind, it was at this time the gods had decided to test Hanuman with Surasa.
I am so lucky. The gods have gifted me a meal to enjoy.
Please, mother, please spare me now. There can be no rest for me till I have accomplished the work of Sri Rama. I will come back when I am done with my mission.
I will not let you go. I am too hungry to let such a delicious meal go.
So be it. Why don't you devour me?
No matter how large Sursa would open her mouth, Hanuman would grow even bigger. She had realized the power of Hanuman.
I have gauged the extent of your wit and power. You, who is a storehouse of strength and intelligence.
Having blessed Hanuman, Sursa departed, and Hanuman joyfully resumed his journey across the ocean. Another demoness he had to face was Simika, but he easily saw through her game and defeated her. His resolve was impenetrable. After crossing the ocean, he had finally reached the fortress of gold, Lanka.
There are so many guards defending the city. I shall assume a very minute form and come in at night.
Even though the chief of monkeys had assumed a form as small as an insect, he couldn't pass Lankini, a demoness who resided at the gate of Lanka.
Where should you be going so heedless of me? Do you not know who I am? Every thief here is my food.
The great monkey dealt her such a blow with his fist that she toppled down vomiting. After recovering, she stood up and clasped her hands.
When Brahma had granted Ravan the boon he had asked for, the Creator had given me a clue that when I get hit by a blow from a monkey, all is over for the demon race. I am truly blessed by the sight of Sri Ram's own messenger.
After defeating Lankini, the king of monkeys had ransacked many mansions and found a house where a bhakta of Sri Ram resided, Vibhishan, the brother of Ravana.
Hari Ram, Hari Ram, Hari Ram, Hari Ram, Hari Ram.
Lanka is the abode of a gang of demons. How could such a pious man like you, Vibhishana, take up residence here?
Hanuman had tested Vibhishana, but Vibhishana was able to see through it, and Hanuman was very moved.
O Pawan Putra, will Lord Ram even show his grace to me, with me being in such a demonic state?
Vibhishana, Lord Raghu shows his affection to all his servants. Even a vile monkey like me. I have no doubt he will show his grace to you.
Now Hanuman, I am sure you are looking for Sita Devi. She is indeed in Lanka.
Baya, where can I find her?
Hanuman, she resides in Ashoka Grove.
Thanking and bowing to Vibhishana, Hanuman takes a minute form and finally locates Sita Devi, who was absorbed in the thoughts of Sri Rama. He felt miserable seeing King Janaka's daughter sad. At this very moment, Ravan had arrived.
Listen, O wise and beautiful lady. I have come to you with a proposal. I will make Mandodari and all the other queens your personal handmaids, provided you set your gaze upon me just once.
O 10-headed monster, you carried me off at a time when none was by my side, yet you do not have any shame, O vile and impudent rogue. You will never be anything close to Lord Ram. Lord Ram is the sun compared to you, a mere firefly.
Hearing these harsh words, the monster drew his sword.
How dare you? How dare you say these words to me? I am Ravana, the king of Lanka. If you don't accept my proposal within the next month, I will draw my sword and I will behead you.
Ravana returns to his palace. Asita talks to Trijata, a demoness who was devoted to the feet of Sri Ram.
Ma, you are my only companion in adversity. Please devise some means where I can cast off this body. I cannot bear my separation from my lord anymore. Please bring some wood and set up a pyre for me. I cannot bear this any longer.
Oh, tender lady, no fire can be started at night. Please, wait a little longer, as your lord will come for you.
Asita cannot bear it anymore. She turns to the Ashoka tree.
Hear my prayer, O Asoka tree. Take away my sorrows. Your fresh and tender leaves bear the color of flames. Therefore, supply me with fire so I don't live in agony any longer.
As Sita prays to the Ashoka tree and weeps, Hanuman drops down the ring, as if the Ashoka tree had responded to her prayer. She sprang up in joy and took it in her hand. Hanuman then appeared.
I am the messenger of Sri Rama, Mother Janaki. This ring has been brought by me as a token for you.
Does Lord Rama still remember me? Has he forgotten about me?
Mother, please do not be vexed at heart. Sri Rama loves you twice as much as you love him.
Even as he uttered these words, the monkey's voice was choked with emotion, and his eyes filled with tears.
Ma, wait patiently till the Lord of Ragu's lines arise, with a troop of monkeys. Slaughtering all the demons, he shall take you away.
The rest is history. Even to this day, the recovery of Sita and Ravan's death is celebrated as a triumph of light over darkness. This is the essence of Holi. Sundarkant teaches you and I how one can win over every difficulty and unfortunate situation in life if he decides to do so. Focus your mind on Bhagavan and no obstacle is too big. Just as Lord Hanuman was able to overcome every and all obstacles that appeared in his way along his journey to Lanka. Tasks that seem impossible become possible if you have him in your heart. Have unyielding devotion and selfless dedication to Rama like Hanumanji. I'd like to give a big thank you to the whole cast, as without them, this wouldn't be possible. From left to right, we have Arden starring as Jamvant, Devin starring as Vibhishana, Adiya starring as Trijita, Anessa starring as Sita, Aitan starring as a guard, Brian starring as Hanuman, Alex starring as Ravan, Gavin starring as a guard, Nyla starring as Surasa, and Ambika starring as Lankini. The end.
Wow. What an amazing performance by our children of Maha Lakshmi Narayan Mandir. I'm pretty sure you'll agree with me, and of course your viewers. Looking at that, I think we were indeed in Ramanan Sagar production. Don't you believe so? My dear viewers, go ahead.
I would have to agree, Guruji. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Absolutely. And I think our dear son Rishi have done an amazing job in pulling this together. When I looked at this and all of the work and the costumes and our artists that they put in, I think I was in Ramcharitamanas. And I'm pretty sure that would have touched some of you, or most of us. It has given you goosebumps to see our children, how they can act through the bhavna, the love, the devotion of Bhagavan Shri Ram manifest through them. I'm pretty sure you have your take on that too, son.
Yes, I would say I was very fearful for the life of Sita when Ravan drew his sword. Even though I knew the ending, I was still scared. Very good job by everyone in this skit.
My dear brothers and sisters, I must tell you this. You look at some of these children, it's the first time they're acting. It's the first time they have to memorize their lines. And I tell you, with Bhagavan's kripa, for dharma, they did amazingly well. They went way and beyond to have their props and to put this together to bring that moment of Bhagavan work in our heart and our life. Thank you so much. Rishi did an amazing job in pulling this together, in having his brothers and sisters practice, and to have all the props and the parents who help and make this such a success. Thank you so much to Rishi and to all the cast members, all our little children, brothers and sisters. Ravan look amazingly, may I tell you, My dear brothers and sisters, thank you. Please Continue to donate, continue to help, continue to give these children. Don't forget our Hanuman Baba, eh? Hanuman Baba look amazingly. What do you think? Eh? Our Hanuman is real and true and genuine. Thank you so much to our cast members and my dear son Rishi for putting this together and bringing Ramayana once again alive in our heart. That little portion of triumphing, no matter how difficult it is, we are going to win. Jai Shri Ram.
As you may all have heard throughout this program, it is Vasant Utsav 2022, Rango Mela. And just to expand a little on what that means, Rango Mela means the fusion of colors. As we know, Holi is upon us, and that's perfect for our next rendition. Next, we'll be having Arjun Prasad taking a little change on things, giving us an instrumental of Holi song.
Thank you so much, Arjun, for adding that melody to our program. And I'm pretty sure, as my dear son and our master of ceremony have said earlier, it is indeed change up things a little bit for us. Our children today have so many talent, and I commend Arjun for putting this together and add some flavor to our program. Thank you so much, Arjun, for that wonderful performance. My dear viewers, if you're ready to dance or grab your dancing shoe, please have it possible. Please have it close by, because it's time to see one of my other MC who was on earlier give her performance and give her heart out. Of course, you have seen her younger brother put that skit together. We have seen her older sister perform earlier, Ravina Sahadev. Please let us give it up for Deshana Sahadev, who have been co-hosting with myself and Tameshwar early on, performing for us Mohi Lagiri. Over to Deshana. Take it away and enjoy.
मोही लागे जुल्मे यो मरिया सवरिया में गिर जाए सवरिया में गिर जाए मोही रुको हमें भवरिया सवरिया में गिर जाए सवरिया में गिर जाए जब से ये नैन खया छेरा के छीन है कब से ये नैना न लागे लागे जब से ये नैन खया छेरा के छीन है कब से ये नैना न लागे बहके बहके है छान है अभी से ये हाल जाने क्या होगा आगे जाने क्या होगा आगे मुझे दारो ऐसे नजरिया सवरिया में गिर जाए सवरिया में गिर जाए ये बाहर उस पे तेरे ये प्यार किसे अपने किया लो संभालो देखो आए बाहर उस पे तेरे ये प्यार किसे अपने जिया को संभालो मानो लाखों में एक पर तू इंसान देख तारो आंचल में ना छुपा लो तारो आंचल में ना छुपा लो हाये धिके सारे नजरिया सवरिया में गिर जाए सवरिया में गिर जाए मोही लागे जुल्मे यो मरिया सवरिया में गिर जाए सवरिया में गिर जाए सवरिया में गिर जाए सवरिया में गिर जाए
Thank you, Deshana, for that wonderful and upbeat song. I think you guys can give her a big round of applause and appreciation in the comments for my wonderful co-host. I gotta say, I think you guys were dancing because when I went backstage, everybody was dancing. Next up on the program, I'd like to give a very warm and huge welcome to Yashoda Ramnath. Today, she will be giving us the rendition of Aisa Lagata E Jadu.
लगता है जादू चल गए
गए ऐसा लगता है जादू चल गए दिल के अंदर के मौसम बदल गए मौसम बदल गए तो हम भी बदल गए ऐसा लगता है जादू चल गए दिल के अंदर के मौसम बदल गए ऐसी मोहब्बत होती है गम प्यार के रास्ते में यो सनम ऐसी मोहब्बत होती है गम प्यार के रास्ते में यो सनम हम मेरा का पहला करम मंजिलों से भी आगे निकल गए ऐसा लगता है जादू चल गए दिल के अंदर के मौसम बदल गए ये जो दिल के अरमान है ये मचलते तूफान है ये जो दिल के अरमान है ये मचलते तूफान है हम तो आखिर इंसान है प्यार की नजरों से पर्दे पिघल गए ऐसा लगता है जादू चल गए दिल के अंदर के मौसम बदल गए मौसम बदल गए तो हम भी बदल गए ऐसा लगता है जादू चल गए दिल के अंदर के मौसम बदल गए ऐसा लगता है जादू चल गए दिल के अंदर के मौसम बदल गए दिल के अंदर के मौसम बदल गए दिल के अंदर के मौसम बदल गए
Yashoda, what a great performance, especially at this magnitude. Wouldn't you agree, Tameshwar?
I would have to agree, Dashana. I would say just wonderful to see all the young talent we have here at Maha, Lakshmi, Narayan, and Mandir.
I would have to agree with you there. Next up on the program, we'll be having another dance performance done by my cousin, Kashmira Mangal, and she'll be dancing to the song Theri Ranga from the movie Atrangi Re. Enjoy.
मुरली की धुन सुन राधिके मुरली की धुन सुन राधिके से मन को जाना उलझन गुम जिया रे नैना चुप के हरे मन गुम सुन डोरी टूटे ना 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 बांधी नैनों ने जो संग तेरे देखे मैंने तो सब रंग तेरे
Next on the program, I'd like to give a warm welcome to two members of the band you've been seeing throughout the entire program. First, I'd like to invite Anisa Dar